So, wishing on you this. It's a long ass intro.
Fuckin' with mine, that'll go and get you killed. Fuck with my grind, that shit'll get you peeled. Banana, going monkey throwing shit, you ain't got a shield. Montana, faking who you are, you ain't ready for the field. Can't fake that. Faking who you are, you just gotta keep it real. Only the real will understand this. I can't take that fakery. Y'all niggas like house niggas during slavery. Make your brother enemy for your enemy. That fake nigga ain't no friend to be. Try to set you up if it's you or he. They envious of your jewelry. Hope someone there for eulogy. Them fake smiles ain't even fooling me. We say we free, but are we really free? We really free. I said we got a long release.
Y'all already know the vibes, man. Already know the vibes. Welcome to the Unpopular Opinion Podcast. I'm your host, Grand Headface. That's Dan on the Don. Hope y'all enjoy y'all time here. What's going on with you, bro?
Yata, you know what it is. Same old thing.
Same old thing, Yata. But we back. Sorry for we was gone for about a month and a half, 2 months or something like that, bro.
We was gone for a minute.
Yeah, it felt like forever, honestly. I know it feels just as long going from y'all, but for us, it feels. I don't know about you, bro, but I felt like we was gone for a nice little minute, like a nice little minute.
Yeah, bro. When you have fun doing something and you can't do it, it feels like forever, bro.
Hell yeah, but that's all right though. Don't worry about it, man. We back in full effect. If you want to vote, that's also on you. Do your thing. But what we looking at as far as who you think is gonna win?
It's hard to say. In a sense, I feel like Biden is gonna win because of how the world is thinking of things. I have to be completely honest and say I think Biden is gonna get ahead with the way people are thinking about everything and the way society is turning, because we're kind of getting confused by a lot of things. And I'm not going to say Trump is the God in the all answer for everything, but I feel like he has been doing a lot of good, and I don't think people are taking the time to see what he's actually done. So I feel like it's going to end up being Biden at the end of it all. It's kind of worrisome, but hey.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe Biden as well. I think just with the current climate, we got athletes. We got athletes like from the likes of LeBron James. We got actors and actresses, and everybody. We pushing everybody to go vote, and that's a good thing. I'm all for exercising your right to vote. Go do your.
But beyond that, bro, where we have to think, what's really hurting people, I think now is the fact that there's a lot of censorship going on. Like if you're on YouTube, you have to censor out if you even say the word Trump in your video or you'll be demonetized. And with that being the current climate, what is that saying toward our politics? There's a real lack of a freedom of speech if you don't like what someone else is saying. And that's going to correlate to, in time, our freedom of speech totally being abolished, and people aren't going to realize that we are the ones destroying that right for ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the national anthem thing for the NFL players or the NBA players now. People saying that, they shouldn't be doing this, but that's your freedom of speech. You have a right to protest. That's your right as an American citizen. And I most definitely agree. I believe with this PG community that we live in now, bro, like it's one of them things where it's like you can't if people don't agree with you, that's when we get into this cancel culture. Bro, I'm so sick and tired of cancel culture. You don't even understand. I'm on social media a lot, but I'm not on social media a lot. I'm on social media a lot for basically things that we do with this podcast here. I'm looking for things that we actually talk about during the show. But in the course of doing that, you see so many people getting canceled. And I don't really want to go too deep into this, but because this is going to ruffle some feathers, but this is Unpopular Opinion. I really don't care about yours. This is my platform, so I'm going to speak on what I want to speak on. But just to talk about this Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not here to say who's right, who's wrong, because Dano wasn't there, Hefe wasn't there, nobody was there except for the four people that was there. Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion, his bodyguard, and her friend. The only four people that was there. So, but we get into this thing. Meg Thee Stallion say she got shot, and instantly, before you even hear Tory Lanez's side of the story, is before she showed that she went to the hospital, before she showed that her the wound on her foot, people were already dragging Tory Lanez off of a accusation from one side, and is everybody so quick to cancel somebody, and it's like just because either you don't agree with the way that they do things, or they don't, or their opinions
Think
isn't
about this.
yours.
Think about how ironic it is, this term of Karens, but there's a cancel culture that is successful in today's society. Think about
Imagine
that for a
that shit,
second.
huh? Imagine that
Like,
shit, huh?
that shows the hypocrisy, the ignorance of our generation now. Because we have to take hold and accept that this is our generation. We've come to a place where people think it's okay to call someone else a Karen for caring about something, but then if they don't like something, they're gonna cancel it. It's so ironic to me that the same people will do both things and think that's correct. I feel like there's a lot of things in society where we need to step back and realize that we're not being fair to anybody by being overly fair to some. And especially with this Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation, a lot of people are hopping kind of like the Me Too movement. Anything a woman says today, it's okay. Yeah, that's what's right. And even I heard it first, and I'm like, oh snap! Well, he shot her. He's short, and then that's what we're put on to think about.
Yeah, I remember that podcast.
Yeah, he's just a little dude, and she's kind of big, so yeah, maybe she did. But that's what the media put inside of our head to already think and castricize this man, and we don't even think about the bigger picture. We just think about the entertainment value of it all, and we don't even care about anything until it affects us. And that's how the whole world is run, bro. That's how the whole world is run.
Social media just has really like a big part of the way people feel. I wouldn't mind people saying Tory Lanez shot her. He did this, he did that. Stand on your own 2 feet. But my problem is the people that is scared to quote unquote defend Tory or stand on Tory's side until the facts have been presented, that they feel because social media says that we don't protect black women.
It is enticing though. It's enticing though.
Just in every situation, bro. Like nothing is 100%. Black women they come out on social media all the time and say, "Oh, black men don't protect black women." But every time you get on social media, all you see is black women bashing black men all day long, and it's like I don't get it. I don't get it. You want to be protected by the same people that all you do is go on social media and shit on all day. How does that make any sense? I want your love, but I'm gonna shit on you every chance I get. And the only time that I'm gonna stick up for you is when we get on our cell phones and we see another black man that got shot. Now everybody riding. Oh, we love black men so much. But every 364 days before that, all I see is niggas ain't shit. Niggas this, niggas that. And it's like, make it make sense. Please make it make sense. Now, we ain't absolved from that either. We do the same shit. But the point is, we're not usually the emotional ones all on social media all the time saying this. Because you're taught as a man, you're supposed to suppress your feelings, and you're not supposed to,
suck it in.
Yeah, you're not supposed to show emotions because you the backbone and you the strong one. And it's like, dog, like we got feelings too. Like just because I'm a man, I don't have feelings and I'm supposed to be strong. Like, does that make any
robot?
sense?
It's
It's
not even
almost like,
strong. It's a robot. They want us
yeah,
to be
bro. Yeah,
robots.
it's supposed to be a robot. It's almost like those same people that get on social media and talk about celebrities responding. Oh, you got all that money. You responding to? Well, yeah, I'm a human being too. Like, you don't think I got feelings? You don't think I like because I got $2 million. That like absolve me from having feelings. Like, dog. Like this culture, this social media culture, man, is so it's
The
it's
problem
so
is people idolize people so much to a godly standard. That's the problem, bro. But that's the same thing I say when it comes to these politics and shit. When it comes to Trump, why a lot of people don't like Trump, and the thing I do dislike about Trump, the way he says a lot of things that he doesn't think about how it may affect somebody else. And in that case, he's a bad person, but he's honest with a lot of the things
kind of
he
like
said.
what we talked about yesterday. When we were talking about this, I was like, the problem is, and I'm gonna pose the same question so the audience can kind of understand where we coming from here. I asked Dano yesterday. The problem is with Trump is Trump is, and listen to what I'm about to say before you respond. Like, how dare you? He has a nigga mentality, whereas we like I ain't clearing up no fucking rumors. It is what it is. If you want to believe that, nigga, like believe that shit.
That's what it is. That's what it
So
is. And I
the problem with that is when you're the president of a nation of people and you are president of a nation of people that was built off of slavery, we don't want to hear you say believe what you want to believe. So the problem with Trump is people, because of their hatred for him, can't see really the policies that has been put into place.
yes.
So the question I asked Dano yesterday was, if I ask you, Dano, are you a pedophile? You're gonna say, what would be your answer, Dano, if I ask you, are you a pedophile?
Nope.
If I ask you that 250 times, Dano, what is your answer gonna be?
Nope.
It ain't gonna be clear that shit up if you want to, or believe what you want to believe. And I think that's the problem that a lot of, especially logical people have with Trump, because it's the fact that it doesn't matter that you have denounced white supremacy before in the past. It matters when I'm asking you right now, are you going to answer that question? Because when you
Because
don't, now that makes me think like, all right, like niggas change every day, bro. Like, people that you grew up with that was really, solid. And then you grow up and people change. So
and
yeah, you haven't done it in the
one
past.
thing I'll admit, that made me think really, really long and hard about my support for him, because at the end of the day, if you really think about it, if you can't denounce it right when it's time for like support when it comes to votes and things, where do you want your votes to come from?
Exactly. It's
Don't
during a
denounce
presidential
it.
nomination, and you
Yeah,
don't want to.
don't denounce it when it doesn't really matter. Uh, Denounce it when it's times that may not even benefit you as well. That's where I come into problems. That's why I say I may even vote for damn Kanye,
But
just
he
because.
can't do it, bro. He can't do it. Why? Because it's that thing, Dano.
And I won't, but I'm still gonna stand. I'm gonna stand firm on saying that I don't believe that he supports them. But I will go as far as, if I don't believe in someone's stance, I don't want their support, and I don't like his willingness to take the support of those I would not support. That's
Yes,
how I
and
look
it's
at it.
not, and you said a mouthful right there, bro. And it's not necessarily that, because you can't pick and choose who supports you. Like you can't say like, oh, I don't like. You can say I don't want you to support me, but it's totally up to the person whether or not they gonna support you. The problem is you don't clear that up. Like you don't make it known. Like, it's not like I'm asking for these people support. They just supporting me because of whatever. Like I say, you can't basically um make people support you or tell somebody that they can't support you. They're gonna do whatever they want to do. We're all grown adults. You just like you can't tell me who to vote for. I can't tell you who to vote for. Like I can't tell you who you supposed to be supporting. Just like I can't, it is what it is. So, and I think that's the problem that we have with Trump, because when you get down to the nitty gritty of policies and laws, and he's only doing what Americans have asked for 19, 20 years already.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to my wife earlier today, and I was like, he's only doing what we asked for 19 years already. September 11, 2001, when that day happened, every American was asking, why is it so easy for people to come into our country? They should be
Mm-hmm.
our country like that. It should be stricter laws. Guess what does or tried to do? Make it stricter for people to come in the country. People complain about it. It's like you can't have your cake and eat it too. You're asking for more security. You're getting more security, and then you say, "Nah, that's too much." It's
It's
like
the same thing with Corona, bro. There's some things like you're gonna get it's a catch 2020 or whatever. I don't know how the fuck people
catch
want to say it
22
where they're
or
from.
catch 21
Yeah,
or
I don't know
however
how
they say.
they say it. Wherever
Catch
you from,
21 and catch 22 or
but
some shit like that.
you lose. Like the Corona, if you would have closed it down earlier, people would have said he crashed the economy. If he waits, then people say, oh, he killed all these people. Like there's all these things in today's election that get us confused off of the real situations at hand, what really matters. And it's just these side points that they're trying to get us with that are issues that we've always had. Even with Corona, we could say this is a new issue, but we've always had diseases that have killed plenty of more people than Corona has. We've always had diseases. We've always had racism. We've always had racist police. Why all of a sudden this is what we're bringing to the front? Because I'll personally say those are issues we have, but I don't believe those are our main issues right now. I believe that's what's put out there because it's the easiest thing to say.
Yeah, I
Here,
don't
I'll
believe
fix
Corona
it.
is the thing. I don't believe
Like
Corona. I mean,
anything
and
that
then
people are
you
dying
see
at
like it's like a,
0.03%. Like, come on now,
you
bro.
know,
0.03% of everybody,
I was
even
about to say, and this is, and I really want people to listen and use comprehension skills and not, because everything has to be, excuse me, everything has to be said in context. I mean, everything has to be taken into context here. Okay, I am in no means saying that this virus isn't serious as far as people can get it and people are literally feeling like they are about to die or really because when you get the flu, do you not feel like you want to just fucking leave Earth? Like, bro, like I'm just tired of throwing up. I'm tired of this 103 fever. I'm tired of having a headache. I'm tired of having can't breathe. I don't want to eat. Can't hold nothing down. Like, so don't confuse what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying and comprehend what I'm saying. There is a 99% survival rate. Like 99
throughout all ages.
Throughout it's like and I honestly think the lowest number was like senior citizens like 60 and above, and that number was even like at like 93 or 97, and it's like this virus has been so overblown. It's
oversaturated.
Again, nobody is saying that it's not real. Is nobody? How many people died from Ebola a few years ago, Dano? We didn't shut down the country because people had Ebola.
We don't even know. But it was a lot more than, bro.
We didn't. We never. When it was
it was more than fucking
what's that shit they were sending through the mail, anthrax,
all that shit, bro.
When people were sending anthrax through the mail, did we shut down the country? And then they say, "Oh, we're gonna put a curfew out, right? You can't be out." I know out here in El Paso, they just and the case has been going up in El Paso. Out here, we're kind of like a late bloomer because at first there really wasn't a lot of cases in El Paso. Now it's starting to go crazy, you know. But like there's a curfew now from 10 o'clock at night to 5 in the morning. And I get it. You kind of want to kind of like stop the parties. But so during the day from 5:01 to 9:59, I can do the same thing that I'm going to do at 10 from 10 to 5. So does like the virus stop at nighttime or something? Like is that like so I can't drink during the daytime either with 100 people? As if we never seen pool parties, right? Because them motherfuckers is always during the daytime.
Bro, I just don't understand any of the logic behind it. Like the thing is, we can't live scared because if that's the case, then we should have been inside a long time ago. There's way
Facts,
more
bro.
shit to worry about than fucking Corona.
Facts,
That's the
bro.
thing that don't make sense to me. If y'all wanted to be staying in the house, y'all should have been in the house with some cans and shit. Y'all
And the
should have been
same people,
disaster
bro,
pressed.
and the same people that get on social media that and talk about. See, that's the reason why we still in this right now because people don't want to do this. You go on their social medias, you see them at gatherings all the time. You know, see, I
I
don't
want to
usually like
say
to click
something,
on people comment.
but I don't want to see me when I say this. I don't want to get no hate for it.
Oh, you don't get
But
some hate. So go ahead and say it. It's unpopular opinion. If you this is your hold on. This is your first time tuning in to Unpopular Opinion. This is what happens on Unpopular Opinion.
all right,
It's not that we don't care about your feelings, but we don't care about your feelings because
we have to be honest right now. That's
or
the only way.
it ain't no following type shit. If you've seen this show before, you've seen me and Daniel argue about Trump, what Trump is. So that's what I'm saying. So this is your first time tuning in. Just buckle up. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, go ahead, bro.
I've noticed
and
a
subscribe
lot of
to
people.
Not Your Thoughts on YouTube because after
Yeah,
this we're gonna be over there.
yeah, and that's going to be a real deep talk. I'm gonna try to start changing lives. I want to get my counselor shit on over there,
Nah, go
and
ahead.
and
Yeah,
our religious shit. But
fact.
no, but
Let me give you your big screen for this one.
okay. Every time I see someone real mad about like people not taking Corona serious, I've noticed it's usually a lot of really out of shape people. And I don't want people to say that I'm fat shaming or anything right now, but it's usually people who are really out of shape and not taking care of themselves anyway. So you're gonna tell me something that kills less than 1% of people you're worried about? You ain't worried about diabetes. You ain't worried about getting a heart attack. None of that because you ain't over 400.
STDs, AIDS, and all that shit. Niggas out
Yeah,
here fucking
people
with no
still
rubbers
fucking
all
with no
day.
condom. Especially, oh, okay, no, I can't say that because now that's fucked up. But
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that.
a lot of people don't realize they're not caring about their life until it's a hip thing to do. So don't jump on a train that
Of
don't make
course
no
it is,
sense.
Dano. You don't know what kind of society we live in. We live in a follow society.
It's ridiculous.
Dano, we live
It's
in that
stupid.
type of society. Dano, now everybody loves black people this color, Dano. When back in the day, these were the same motherfuckers making jokes all day long on people that was that was dark. Now all of a sudden we love our dark skin. Woo! Like it's like because you know why? Because people said it was cool to do that, Dano. That's why. That's why. All my life, every rapper, they all talked about a red bone, red bone, red bone, red bone. Because it's cool to be black. It's cool to have a lot of melanin. Oh, now that's cool. Now we love light skinned people. Get the fuck up out of here. Red bone, hell no. Let me get a
You know
dark.
what?
Come on, bro.
It's
Because
crazy you say that. It's crazy you say because that happened in our lifetime too. If you think about it,
exactly, and that's my point, bro. I remember, like you know what I'm saying. I'm still gonna crack the same jokes that I said back then. It was because when sometimes it do determine its own intent, but I'm talking about the people that just was on that fence of I never date somebody that fucking dark. Yo black ass, them motherfuckers, them people right there. Oh, yo black ass, them people. Them the ones that I'm referring to. We all gonna tell jokes about each other. We all gonna fire your ass up for sure. That's just that's our culture. We gonna do that. It don't give a damn if you light skin, dark skin. You gonna get it if you in circles of people like that. If you grew up around those type people.
But jokes are different. Jokes are different than what's actually going on.
But
like
I'm talking about them people that was, yo, black ass. I never black. Oh, you too black. Oh, you too dark. Them people, and then them the same ones today that's so in love with dark skin, really dark skinned people because it's cool.
Even it's like you said, music videos, bro. Music videos is the greatest example because back in the day there was no dark skinned girls on music videos really. It was all light skinned and white bitches. Now dark skinned girls because it's Black Lives Matter.
Hello, because people said it was cool. Because now it's cool to be black. So if you ain't got black, if Now, if you're a rapper and you ain't got a video with black women, I guarantee you scroll through the comments. I can guarantee you there's at least 1,000 comments talking about, oh, look, he ain't got no black people in this. But nobody cared back in the day. But now it's cool to be black. Now, every time that happens, we're going to have to say something about it. That's what I don't really agree with, bro. It's the social media that told me, bro.
You don't like dark skins? He's canceled.
Yeah, bro. It's because that's the same thing that happened with Tory Lanez, right? Tory Lanez, he they say, oh, Tory Lanez don't appreciate black women. And when he did his Instagram live rant, he was like, now all of a sudden I don't like black women when, most of the leads of my videos are always black women. It's like people say whatever they want to say, bro, because they know. I'm gonna ask you. People are gonna jump on it. Every time you say, oh, somebody don't support black women, people gonna jump on it, even though there's tons of support for black women. Like, we're gonna vote Kamala Harris as the vice president just because she's a black woman. But now we don't support black women. Go ahead, bro.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, of course, my bad. But I had to finish my statement because I knew I wasn't gonna remember what I needed to say afterwards. But yeah, it's like everybody, it's easy to say that somebody don't support black people, and you're gonna get drones of support about that. Look at what happened after George Floyd got murdered. What happened, Dano? All of these racist companies, now they want to come out in support of black people. Why, Dano? Because it's cool to do. Because you can do no wrong when you come out in support. As long as you say, oh, we stand with, the black community, and, everything is good between us and we stand with them. Loads of support, Dano. Droves of support. Just because you can get behind your computer screen or your phone and give a half-hearted fucking response just to say, oh, yeah, I'm with the black people. Yeah, I understand what they're going through. As if you didn't understand the last 400 years. As if, it took George Floyd to get murdered for you to say, you know what? They do get wrongly accused and falsely killed, when we could have just used a taser, but we put 15 shots in them.
Let me ask you, do you think it's more or less racist for people to now involve themselves with black people just because it's a trend?
I think it's actually more racist. And it kind of goes back. You said this about 2 or 3 months ago. And you said, I'd rather somebody, and you ain't say nothing like great that nobody said, but it's just, it makes sense. I don't want any closet racists. I would rather know where I stand with you rather than you just, pretending that you like me, aka Joe Biden, for y'all black people that don't understand that he don't like your ass either. For the same people that he said back in when he was trying to get that bill across, that he don't care what you're going through. He don't care that you was put out into society. He just wants you off the streets because he don't want you doing anything to his wife or the judge's wife or the judge's son.
Yes. Our families.
Yes, our families. We don't care about these people. And he's saying these people as if we don't even as if he don't even understand who the fuck we are. These people, we know who you talking about. We don't care if they never had a father or never had a home to deal with and been, these people.
I'm going to tell you when I knew it was bad, bro. Because think about all the shit I used to say about Trump, all the shit I had on Trump, bro. Like all the negative shit, all the weird shit I found about Trump. Imagine being in a place where you have to choose that over someone else.
Bro.
And that's where our society is, bro. And it's crazy. And
that's where we at right now with Joe Biden and all these black people that they're so hard bent on Joe Biden. And
for the rest of these, all we got to do now, I think, is realize it don't matter. These presidents don't fucking matter.
They don't fucking matter. When has it ever mattered? You name a president. We've had 45 fucking presidents. 45. That's a lot of fucking people. That's a big sample size, especially when each one of those 45 gets 4 years. You know, some of them got
It doesn't. Yeah, they pass laws. The thing is, society runs. If America is what it claims to be, a president doesn't matter.
And you know, America isn't what it claims to be. That's why we had to take part of the
For
national
real.
anthem out the way.
No, for real. And I totally agree with that. And until people understand the importance of each one of us in our society, then our American system can't even be the system we think it is, because we all think it's free and it's equal power to everybody, but nobody wants to have power unless you're a politician. But that's not how our government is supposed to be ran. But we give the power to others because we're scared to have powers in ourselves. We're scared what we would really do if we ran things, so we leave it to someone else to run us. Everybody in America is cowards to being ourselves. We're scared to go and just run our own life without having someone to blame it on. And that the saddest part of it all is at the end of it all, we either gonna be failures or we gonna be successors, and it all is what we gonna do. We can go along our whole life saying it's the president because they all fucking suck. Every president we've had in our lifetime fucking sucks. Let's really think about it. At least we had Obama to show us that we could do it, but he sucked too.
I was about to say that. I'm glad you said that because because hardcore pro-black people, listen, you can say whatever you want to say, but when you look back on it, you can say that they didn't want him to, they they blocked him at every chance that they got, which was true.
But that is true.
What I would beg those same people to go look at is what policies was it? Was it for us? Was it helping us? Those policies that was blocked? Was it policies that he was trying to implement that was going to help black people?
All we got to do is look at who he was fucking with. We know what fucking Biden was doing because we looked into it through his when he was running. I started to look into what he was about, and if that's who,
he had 8 years to help change the world.
None of them did shit, and they didn't give a fuck. America don't matter. All it is it's about lining them pockets, just like it should be to all of us. Fuck the politics, fuck all that bullshit. Get your money, and then vote for whoever the fuck you want. It really don't matter. Trump getting in office shows that the popular vote don't mean much of shit. Go vote for who you want. Feel good about yourself. Say you did something, and that's what it's gonna be.
Hey, Dano, I struggled just like I did under Trump, like I did under Obama, just like I did under goddamn Bush.
I don't remember one president when he got in office and then I got a check in the mail like, congratulations, I'm your president now. And I expected that shit from Trump. That nigga was rich. I thought I was going to get $100 Trump president card or some shit. I didn't get that shit, but I'm good.
We in the same condition in 2020 that we were in 2012, 2008.
Because hear me on this, even the things I would tell you in the past that, our unemployment is better. I mean, our employment is better and all that. It's like you said, it's really the people. It's us.
You gotta want to get up off your ass and go work.
And at the end of the day, it shows the president means not fucking shit. The only person y'all need to be worried about is your local politicians, your fucking judges, that shit. Because that's who's throwing your ass in jail. Is the president coming out when you get in trouble and gonna come and check you? Be like, oh, yep, throw that nigga up. No, it's the judge right there. You never even get nothing from the president other than some shit he signs that might come and touch your ass, but will probably never affect your life. And nobody's taking that into consideration.
America never came from the police. I mean, that never usually even came from the president. They came from.
There's not going to be any, like, people act like one day we're going to get a president that's literally going to change the laws in a sense where everything is fucking different. It's always going to be the same, and it's only going to be the shit that we push. Every problem in America is shit that we push. Oh, we're locked in the house now. Our economy's fucked. We said we need that shit. America is kind of the land of the free, but most of us are free dumb. We're fucking stupid, and we don't know what the fuck we need. So we just keep going and, I heard this guy on this, and it's even worse because this is what I was talking to my homeboy about earlier. I said back in the day, niggas wasn't willing to go take 5 minutes to read a book. Now niggas ain't gonna take 5 minutes to go watch a YouTube video of a nigga reading them a book. We don't give a fuck about knowledge, bro. All we care about is someone else telling us how to think, telling us how we should feel. And that's why everybody hates Trump. Everybody should just hate themselves because we got ourselves into this fucked up situation. That's what people need to do. Hate themselves and then correct the situation, and that's yourself. Bro, this should be on KYT, but we on Unpopular Opinion, and I don't give a fuck. I'm venting because this shit is frustrating, bro.
This is Unpopular Opinion, but bro, we over here next, down at the bottom. We over here next. Don't even worry. Trust me. Bro. Some of these same conversations we're going to have over there, not your thoughts on YouTube. Not your thoughts on YouTube. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Unpopular Opinion on YouTube. If you don't, I don't care really.
Just check it out, bro. Just check
we do this anyways. We do this on the phone.
This is what I'm gonna promise y'all, bro.
We on the phone.
I don't promise things. I'm not a promise type of dude, but I'm gonna promise you this: if you listen to our channels and you are an open-minded person, you're gonna learn something from what we say. Especially if you jump back and forth, because you'll see this is our worldly views of the world. KYT is basing our worldly views onto a religious aspect or a better self. I want to say a better self. Like we're talking about how to better yourself mentally and how to better yourself spiritually on KYT. So you need to check that out. If y'all really support the movement, we ain't asking for no money. We asking for 2 buttons. The subscribe and the like if you want. You don't even got to like. Just subscribe. Because just subscribe so you can see the next one that you're going to like. And even if you don't like it, it might just hit you in your feelings. And it might be what you need to hear. And sometimes that's what it is. Sometimes we don't want to hear shit that we need to hear. But that's what my ambition is through all this shit. My music, our podcast, everything. Me and Billy want to change this motherfucking world. Y'all just listen and tune in and help us do it, man.
Hey. For real. Straight like that. Straight like that. No, real shit though. Unpopular Opinion, man. This is just our platform to come on here. We basically this is what we do when we call each other. We talk about shit, and it obviously makes sense to go ahead and put it on a podcast. Like what's the difference between doing that there and then doing it on camera? Other than so. Y'all go ahead and do y'all thing. Not your thoughts. We get deep over there. We get real deep over there. Over here, we get deep, but we keep it real over here because
we can't get too deep because what we're talking about is on a widespread of people. So it's not all we can't make it too deep or it won't connect to everybody. Not your thoughts is for our people who go through a common understanding, a common struggle, as I'm gonna say it, a common struggle as we do, and who are willing to go and listen to where we can get together religiously. And even I don't want to say religiously, I want to say spiritually, because more so than being religious, I will say I'm spiritual because I understand things, and I don't want to be under no one religion. So shit, man. Religion every day, bro. Every day. What's in it? Wait. I think we missed something that we really need to talk about. What's another topic in society that's going on right now that's really deep? Lil Wayne. How you feel about Lil Wayne, bro?
Honestly, bro, I really don't have nothing to say. Lil Wayne is the GOAT. If anybody that knows me, they know how I feel about Lil Wayne. We've had this conversation on screen before about how I feel about Lil Wayne. Are we still rolling here? Are we still good? You can hear me?
Yeah, we're good. I was just making sure.
Yeah, because I've seen that as well. Anybody that know me know how I feel about Lil Wayne. And if anybody know Lil Wayne, he's kind of spoken on situations before, where he kind of said that he don't necessarily feel or he don't necessarily see racism. And maybe Lil Wayne don't see racism because Lil Wayne is an icon. Lil Wayne is so when he said that first statement, this was a few years back. I'm just taking the people back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna answer your question. This is a few years back. He did an interview, and people was mad at Lil Wayne And it's not that Lil Wayne said that black people don't go through anything. Lil Wayne told his experience. He said, I remember when I was a young boy and I shot myself and I'm laying on the floor and black cops came in my house and they rushed right over a fucking 11-year-old kid with a gunshot wound. And the only person that stopped to see whether I was okay was a white police. He's telling his experience. He's telling his experience. I'm sure we all got good experience with police. Not every experience we've ever had with a police has been bad. So when people try to portray that, like let's not do that.
That's that fake hood sense that we want to have for some reason.
Exactly. Let's not do that. I say right, literally, my next door neighbor is a police officer. One of the nicest people I ever met, bro. He pulled my weeds whenever I don't feel like doing them. Just off the strength of that's just what he feel like doing.
Because it's just a job. Just like anything else, it's just a job. But there's assholes in the job.
There's assholes everywhere. There's assholes that go work at Walmart right now. And they'll call you a nigga right now. So
they'll be like, "Hey, can I help you? Can I help you?"
So, bring it back to Lil Wayne here. He's telling his experience on how he feels about racism. What people don't get is he always talk about the fact how police used to come in his neighborhood and harass them. He's always said that. So when
I hear some wobbly sound, bro. Oh, well, it just stopped. There's like a wobbly sound. Wait, you're on mute now.
All right, we good now?
Yeah. Now you can go.
All right. Yeah, I think when that thing had went out, I think that's what happened. But
just keep going. Fuck it, just keep going because it sounds like there's extra wind on but we need to get what you're saying out, bro. We're already at the 45-minute point.
But could be. But
I think it may be one of your dreads hitting across the microphone.
Oh, could be. Yeah, could be. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
All right, so
perfect.
The thing about Lil Wayne is he was telling his story on his experience. He said on plenty of occasions, and it goes back to that thing what I kind of said earlier about Trump. It don't matter how many times you said it in the past. When that question is brought up to you, are you going to answer it again? And Lil Wayne chose that route of I don't see racism. I'm rich. And maybe in Lil Wayne's world, people love him. People don't look at him as like, oh, he's just another nigga. And probably they do. But
the thing I love about Wayne, he's so honest. He's honest, though. He's honest as hell. Like, people said, why would you even go talk to Trump? He said, well, for one, he's trying to do things to help us, and he's doing this shit. Like, I feel like too many people don't have a willingness. Oh my goodness, all that soda. A willingness to talk to somebody they may not agree with firsthand and understand maybe we just have a disagreement that we're just not at amends with. And I feel like a lot of people are just mad at him for seeing Trump just because they wouldn't be willing to hear someone else out. And do you think that's a problem in society today?
I think it is because it's kind of like what I said earlier too, that people will use their hate for somebody, and they don't ever want to hear people out. So because you hate a person, even if they do something good, you still won't give that person the credit. Why? Because you don't like that person. So I think in society, period, and this goes for every gender. Every nationality. We do it all the time. When I don't like somebody, it don't matter what they did. Let's take LeBron, for instance, right? LeBron can score 50 points and win the game, have 30 rebounds, 45 assists, and people will say, well, he should have had 52 and 46 assists and 30. It's like, just because I don't like you, even if you do something good, I still can't give you the credit that you actually deserve. Just because I can't get over my own feelings about you. So I think that's how I think that's why a lot of these rappers that's now talking to Trump, you can't even talk to Trump, but you can talk to Joe Biden. And Joe Biden has said worse things about our culture than what Trump has said about us. and that is facts. You can go back and look this up. Like this ain't nobody. Like I don't care about your feelings. See, people get so emotional and they want to have emotional arguments. I don't care about your emotions, bro, because at the end of the day, it's either what's facts and what's fiction. You know,
what's feelings, facts or what's feelings. That's what I'd be liking to say. What's facts or what's feelings.
Joe Biden has said more stuff about us than Trump has. His own vice president doing the presidential nomination when she was running for president said herself, I was that little black girl that you was talking about that didn't want to ride, that you didn't want to ride the bus with your kids. She said it out her mouth, but yet we still talk about Trump as like he's the most racist president that black people has ever seen. It's like, did we not hear what Joe Biden have said about us?
I'm starting to think that Trump, you know, that one dude in the hood that chills with all the black people all the time, so he feels like he could say a lot of things, but sometimes he says that one thing where everyone's like, nigga.
Yeah,
but he's like, bro, I'm one of y'all. I feel like that's Trump, nigga. Like, I feel like because he grew up hanging out with Mike Tyson, all these other black people that he knew. He feels like he's at the barbecues. That's how I'm gonna say it. He feels like he's already at the barbecues, but he don't realize the world don't. Most of the black world, like that. Yeah, like the world don't see you at the barbecue, bro. The world don't see it like that. So you have to prove to the world, and he hasn't seen it like that. And then his ego makes him feel like when he did see it, like, man, I don't need to prove shit to nobody. I don't need to prove problem. Exactly. And that's where I was getting to is his ego has got him to a place where he has recognized that, damn, it's probably an issue that people think I'm racist, but I don't need to explain myself to nobody.
Exactly.
And that's where I had to, bro. That's where I had to lose a little respect. That's why I even tell people sometimes, like, hey, Kanye might be the best person to go for, because I no matter what, I ain't saying Biden. I know who Biden is.
People downplay Kanye because people think people with mental illnesses, mental health issues, people feel like these people don't live like normal lives. Like these people don't live like these people don't like they're not smart or something. Like they don't get it or something. And it's like, if you hear Kanye talk, you understand Kanye understands a lot. You understand Kanye ain't that dumb nigga.
The real mental problem with
person that they try
he's just ADD, bro. If you think about it, he's just ADD. He has so many things going on in his brain when he's thinking about how to explain shit to people. It's in all these different verses. It's all in all these different ways. That's why he was able to make music and shit. And I understand that, because sometimes it's like when Einstein was alive, nobody thought that nigga was smart. They thought that nigga was crazy. And then he had the crazy afro and shit. I probably would have said he was crazy too. But in time, he was looked at as like a fucking genius. And the problem with a lot of people, while you're here, nobody respects your greatness. And I'm gonna say that because I feel like that, and I don't mean to sound like, oh, I'm the best, but I feel like people don't appreciate your greatness till it ain't right in front of them no more, until they have to side out to find that greatness. And that's what's happening with a lot of things in the world today. And until we figure out how to appreciate the greatness, we're going to keep being pissed about the world, and it's going to be the same shit after same shit. We all going to be miserable, mad, blaming the next motherfucker.
And on that note, we're going to go ahead and end it just like that. Thank you guys for tuning in to Unpopular Opinion Podcast. Like I say, we are back. We're going to be doing this thing for sure, probably once or twice a week. At the very minimum, we're going to get y'all one episode a week for sure. So don't even trip about that. But we are back. We're going to be trying to get back to our regular schedule, where we were dropping like on Fridays and like Tuesdays, but we'll get the details of all of that situation.
When they drop, subscribe and just be there. That's what I'm gonna say.
Turn on the post
because we live life just like y'all live life. We got how many kids, bro? If you think about how many kids I got and how many kids you got in your house,
between us, we got about 8 or 9 kids.
No, bro. If you think about it for real, you count the step kids. We got like 10, 11 kids. we good, nigga. We good, nigga. Back. Y'all understand life comes by, so y'all be in this bitch. Hit that motherfucking subscribe button. Hit that like. Even if you don't like it, hit the like so they'll show you some more videos from us. Because I noticed that's how YouTube work. You gotta like and subscribe on some shit just so our shit pops up. So check it out. You're gonna see something that we say is gonna hit you right in the. It's gonna be like that, bro. 100, and it's all love, bro. Everything we tell y'all. Y'all ever disagree with what we say? Please hit us up in the comments, and we love to respond to y'all. Believe that.
And on that note, like I say, we out of here, man. On behalf of Dano the Don, I'm Grand Hefe, Unpopular Opinion Podcast, man. Y'all stay real out there, man. We appreciate all the love and support.
Everybody hot until they lay in the grave. Fuck a fight, fuck a blade. Pulling my pay. I'm building up, nigga. You can use my shade. Doing the same thing. You should be ashamed. Tom